Hello. Welcome to Crazy Games. We're back in Genshin Impact, and today we are going to do the final part of this quest, this story quest, Akitsu Kimodameshi. I think it's the last part since it is the last tab here. The Currents of Life. You thought it was all a misunderstanding caused by yokai, not expecting there to be a secret behind it all. Dun dun dun. It is called The Currents of Life, Akitsu Kimodameshi Part III. Go to the site of the Test of Courage. Third round of the Test of Courage is about to begin, but the Shrine Maiden in charge has gone missing. How can the competition go on? Dun dun dun. So yeah, when I logged into the game today and was doing my like daily commissions and stuff, at some point, I guess it hit like the new day or whatever, Paimon says something to the effect of... Actually, I can probably just look it up right now on the wiki. It's probably there somewhere. Give me a second. Paimon says, "We've been waiting quite a while, but the Shrine Maiden still hasn't shown up. Looks like we'll just have to start the third round without her. Who will we team up with this time?" Oh, my throat feels a little bit weird today. It's like harder for me to like speak for some reason. Alright, let's see what we have. Wow, actually when I was back here looking at Chuji Forest or Chinju Forest. Chuji, where did I get that? It looked really like lame and nothing too special, but when we actually come here, it becomes very like atmospheric. Alright. So the Shrine Maiden's still not here.
Traveler, Paimon, please let me be your partner for the final round of the Test of Courage.
Okay, that sounds good.
I'd like your assistance with this investigation, since you two are the only ones who have seen the alleged ghost.
That's fine with Paimon. What do you think, Traveler?
Fine by me. Do you have any ideas so far, Heizou?
I have a few theories, but we don't have enough leads yet. There are some places I'd like to investigate first, so you two can accompany me.
Okay, sounds good.
Sure. Where would you like to start?
I want to go back to where we first met up. According to your accounts, you encountered the ghost there and passed out.
Okay, that's we're referring to like the quote-unquote yokai with the eye patch that's like these red and black flowers. She's like dressed in all red and black. She has these cool red eyes, and I think she had black hair. I don't remember. And she talked in a really raspy voice. And I was saying like, oh man, the voice actress or voice talent behind her must have to like clear her throat out. Maybe like blow her voice box out trying to do that voice.
I believe there may still be some clues there.
Do we really have to go there? What if we're walking into a trap?
Are you worried that she'll be waiting for us? If anything, that would make things easier. My worry is that we won't be able to find her. Honestly, it'd save me a lot of trouble if she were to show up on her own.
She's like, I'm right here. What?
Wow, Heizou, you're fearless.
The more cases you see, the less afraid you become. Let's go.
Let's go. I see his curiosity might kill his cat. The Currents of Life, Akitsu Kimodameshi Part III. Alright, so we're partner up with Heizou when we're supposed to do some investigating, but we don't know what the last item we're supposed to find is, since the Shrine Maiden didn't give us the next part of the quest.
This should be approximately where you first encountered the ghost. Of course, we cannot conclude whether the woman is actually a ghost or not at this point. But I'd like to go over everything that happened again. Do you recall anything she said at the time?
She said she doesn't want to see us anymore.
Let Paimon think. She warned us not to go near her, and she said if we didn't leave, our souls would become trapped here.
Uh-oh.
Ooh, Paimon doesn't want to remember that moment. Paimon's shivering just thinking about it.
Oh, Paimon.
And then what happened?
Then, everything seemed to get darker, and Paimon started to feel dizzy. There were ghostly flames flickering all around, and Paimon saw some sort of black mist surrounding the ghost, and then Paimon passed out.
Based on your account, it does really seem like you've seen a ghost.
I think Xiao has like a black aura around him when he uses his like burst. Did this character kind of have like the same, is it torment or something? I don't remember what haunts Xiao and gives him like that weird like energy that's constantly like eating away at him apparently.
Exactly! So are you convinced it was a ghost now?
It's possible, but I'm more interested in what she's actually trying to achieve than what she is. Even if she is a ghost, as long as she possesses some sense of reason, then there must be some purpose behind her actions.
Wasn't she after our souls? She said that herself.
I think she was just trying to scare you.
Oh, you think so?
Did she hide treasure nearby?
Think about it. If I had the ability to take your souls, then why go to the trouble of warning you over and over again?
'Cause you're nice?
Besides, a ghost wouldn't have allowed you to walk away knowing about the secret of its powers.
That does make sense. Huh. Why didn't Paimon think of that?
Because you were always too scared to think straight.
I believe there are only two possibilities. The first is that she wanted to reap your souls, but there was some condition that had to be met. You know, like what we usually call a curse. But if you had really been cursed, then you would probably have noticed it by now.
Uh-oh.
So, this is the less likely scenario. I believe she was just trying to scare you away.
But why would she want to scare us away? Oh, Paimon knows! Maybe she was trying to get us to quit so she could claim the Test of Courage prizes!
She was a registered contestant? Or was she registered as a contestant? Or was she registered as... Oh man. It took me so many tries to read that. Was she registered as a contestant?
Oh! Probably not. So why does she want to scare us? Do you have any ideas, Heizou?
Based solely on your account, I don't believe she actually meant any harm. She just didn't want you to stay here. But this evidence alone is insufficient to make any valid assumptions. She could very well be guarding some treasure or covering up a crime. Though, my intuition is telling me that neither of these hypotheses are correct. Let's continue investigating the surrounding area.
So you mean there's no treasure around here? But I guess also there's no crime around here. Ring. Oh yeah, speaking of curses, I have leveled up this umbrella sword. And I have Lumine equipped it for the time being. But it's pretty cool, I don't know. It's got a creepy face on it. And it's got like a foot or something as the hilt. I guess that's how that monster is normally. The only reason why I know about it is from like an anime. I think like Mushishi or something. I don't remember what it's called. But yeah, I think I'll use it for a little while, and I'll probably let where's the character Kazuha hold it after, since it looks really good. It matches its colors really well, even more so than this one, which is supposed to be like a blade created by his like family's like blade forging arts. This one looks better on him than this. And of course I have Ayaka holding this one, so I think this one, since it's attack secondary stat, is probably better for Ayaka, but this was Elemental Mastery, which the way I've built Kazuha can take advantage of really nicely. But for the time being, I kind of want to use it as well, but I don't know, we haven't really got much or any combat sections in this entire event so far. I think the only like actual gameplay-ish stuff is like these two things, which I thought this was going to be like a combat thing, but it's like more or less the same as this, but instead of just like trying to clear blocks, you're trying to like constantly hit this like enemy head thing. This like puppet head. I don't even think it's like a real head, it's like a puppet of some kind. And yeah, it's like a puppet of like those abyss mages, or like a samurai kairagi Ronin dude. But yeah, I have not been able to really like record myself use this weapon so far. Hey Heizou, how are you doing? He seems to be deep in thought. Let's not bother him. There are some footprints visible on the ground. However, upon closer inspection, they seem to belong to Heizou and myself. Huh. Could that woman really be a ghost? Yeah, ghosts don't leave footprints, right? Because they float. Like Paimon. I guess Paimon's not a ghost. I've looked all around, but I haven't found any clues. Looking up, there are a few branches that have been bent slightly downwards, as if something heavy had been hanging from them. Really? I don't see that. You're imagining things, Lumine. Heizou, help me.
Have you found any leads yet?
I noticed some branches that seemed a little unusual.
Yeah, some tree branches seem like they were bent by something, but that's about it.
I see. After you left, I took a good look around the area. Aside from the bent branches, there are burn marks in some places, but that doesn't really tell us much. If only there was some more conclusive evidence.
What do you have in mind?
Excuse me. Sorry to interrupt.
It's the yokai kids.
Oh, it's you guys! What are you all doing here? We heard you were out searching for clues, and we wanted to help. Oh, that's really brave of you.
Actually, we're also really unsure about what's happening here. We just asked the members of Mr. Itto's gang about what happened to them, and it sounded really scary. That lady is either a nasty, evil spirit or a formidable yokai. Either way, it's not good. But we still want to hold the Mikawa Flower Festival.
Uh-huh. We long admired the friendship between Lord Kamai and the samurai, which is why we want to hold the Mikawa Flower Festival to return the favor we once received from the humans. Even though our powers are limited, we don't want this bond of friendship to vanish. The Mikawa Flower Festival is meant to be enjoyable for everyone.
Oh, okay.
The Chinju Forest covers a large area, so it'd be great to have more help in the investigation. Welcome to the team. Let's all do our best to figure out what's going on.
Don't worry, we're very familiar with the area. We won't miss any clues.
Oh, yeah. We sure be able to figure this out with their help, wouldn't we? Haha. Investigate the little yokai's findings. Oh, I just needed to walk a couple steps forward.
Look what I found down by the river!
What did you find?
Huh? What is it?
That's what I just asked.
Is it a scrap of black cloth? I've never seen fabric like this before.
It is adamantium.
This is a piece of shade cloth.
Wait, what?
Shade cloth?
What's that?
Yeah, it can effectively block out light and is used in a variety of settings, including stage performances. There's a rough tear in the cloth, probably caused by a sharp stone, or maybe some branches.
Branches?
Interesting. We said something about branches earlier.
Suppose that a large shade cloth was originally hung from a tree, bending the branches. When the shade cloth was removed from the tree, perhaps one of the corners caught and the branches ripped it, causing a small piece of black cloth to fall into the river. Either she didn't care, or she was in too great a hurry. Perhaps she had other things to handle at the time.
But why would she hang shade cloth in the trees?
To try and fool us.
I'm only speculating, but maybe she used it to create the atmosphere you experienced.
What? What do you mean?
Let's not worry about that for now. There's still many variables I haven't deduced yet. Next, I'd like to investigate the place where the Arataki gang encountered her. Do you know how to get there?
Oh, I know the way. I asked the gang members where their encounter with the ghost happened when we were chatting earlier. I'll take you there.
Sounds good.
Good. Please lead the way. Let's go find out what's going on.
Alright, sounds good. Follow the little yokai to the next investigation. As this change, you team up with Heizou to investigate the truth behind the test of courage. You feel reassured with him at my side, with our side, at your side.
This is the place. They claimed that as they passed through here, the area suddenly grew dark, and some ghostly flames appeared out of nowhere.
Out of nowhere.
Huh. What a coincidence. We saw the very same thing.
We did?
Let's start by taking a look around the area, just as we did before.
Aight. Ring, sweet flower.
Aha.
Uh-huh. Huh?
I found some sort of smashed ball under the tree. The
Ooh.
inside of it looks like it was blackened by smoke, and it smells like fireworks.
It smells like baby firework. Okay.
Judging from the burn marks left on the scene, the ghostly flames you saw were not created by yokai power.
Oh no.
Rather, they appear to have been caused by something flammable. I'm not sure what, though.
Kappa.
There's some strange powder in the cracks of these stones.
Oh, is it white powder? Don't put it in your nose.
I picked some up and sniffed it to
Uh-oh.
see what it is, and it made me really dizzy. Ugh, I'm so tired now.
I was thinking it was gonna be cocaine, but is it like powderized chloroform or something? Is that why we passed out? Does this smell like chloroform to you? Oh. Heizou, give us the answer. We're too dumb to figure it out.
Similar scare tactics. And she didn't have the time to completely hide the traces. I believe we're closing in on the truth now.
Uh-oh.
I'm almost certain that the woman you encountered was not a ghost.
Yeah, we played Pong with her.
She possesses no extraordinary powers. She was merely scaring people with some small props she had set up ahead of time.
Some small props? But can you really do all that with just some props? What we saw was absolutely terrifying.
First and foremost, the test of courage contributed to the unsettling atmosphere here. You were initially frightened by your first encounter with these 3 yokai, and then shortly after, you ran into the mysterious woman. It was natural for you to be on edge. Because you were already tensed up, you were breathing more rapidly and inhaled a lot of sleeping powder that she had sprinkled around the area. That is what caused you to feel dizzy.
Sleeping powder, just like that Pokemon move.
That's when she pulled down the shade cloth and lit those so-called ghostly flames, creating a terrifying scene. That's the most likely explanation anyway.
So, it was all just a show?
Oh, show.
She tricked us!
Trying to beat her up.
There is, however, still one loose end. The person who commissioned my investigation did become stranded on the beach as a result of some unusual power. That couldn't have been accomplished by just a few small props. But if she possesses such powers, why bother with the theatrics?
Oh, Paimon can't wrap her head around all this.
Maybe there is something bad going on. That's just not the lady. Or maybe there's 2 ladies. One of them has powers and the other one doesn't. But they look exactly the same.
She can only use props to scare people in the forest, but she can use strange powers on the beach. Huh, I see. I think I've figured it out.
Well, that was fast.
Whoa, that was fast.
Whoa, that's exactly what I just said. Gosh darn it, Paimon. You seem to always voice what I think in some fashion, one way or another.
If we rule out the potential of organized crime, then only one possibility remains. I know who the woman is. Let's go to the beach.
Oh, okay.
We'll come along too.
Come along, follow me
No,
as I lead
you
to
should
the
go
darkness.
back and tell the others not to be afraid and not waste their time searching the forest.
Don't. I'm not afraid to take a stand. Oh man, that's like 2 back-to-back Eminem references.
The truth has surfaced. It's time to put an end to all the unnecessary panic and await the outcome of the test of courage.
But Heizou, we still need to find a 3rd item if we want to actually win.
Okay, but please be careful.
You can't tell us what we to do.
If you run into any danger, simply call out our names. We'll be able to hear you.
Oh, okay.
There shouldn't be any danger now, but thank you anyway. Let's go.
They have Xiao's power.
Let's search along the cliffside. If I'm not mistaken, there should be a chunk of earth that's unlike the others.
a chunk of earth. Unlike the others. Whoa, there's like crazy ghost flames now instead of lanterns. That's pretty cool. What was that also? Oh yeah, I think that was there last time. The fruits, the floating fruits. Wait, was the floating? Oh no, the floating fruits disappeared. I guess it's daytime, so a lot of stuff changed. No, I ruined it. Yeah, there was like floating lavender melons by this fruit stand. Look for anything unusual on the beach. Son of a beach. Investigate.
I knew it. I knew that you would come find me here.
Oh, it is you. We meet again.
There she is.
Yeah.
Paimon thought you were a yokai like the others, but they said they never seen you before.
You're an imposter yokai.
So, who are you? And why did you try to scare us?
I have already warned you never to speak to me. If you don't leave now, then...
Well, Ultra Instinct.
She's terrifying! Heizou, it sure doesn't seem like she's using any props this time!
Don't move. Just trust me.
Okay.
Your yokai power won't scare us. It'll only hasten your demise.
Wait, what?
Yokai power?
Huh? How did you know?
Cause it smells like yokai.
You're a yokai that emerged from an object and assumed a human form outside of your own body.
What? No way. Is he the spirit from the umbrella that we have?
When this type of yokai is close to its own body, it can use some yokai power, but that ability weakens as it moves further away. And if the original body is destroyed, then the yokai that originated from it will likewise perish. Should I refer to you as a Hagoita spirit, or Tsukumogami?
What do either of those things mean?
Don't bother. You may call me Hanyuda Chizuru. That is the name I go by now.
Wait, what?
Chizuru, why do you want us to leave? If you're a yokai, you should understand why the other yokai want to interact with humans. Besides, we had a great time playing Akitsu Yugen together, didn't we? Just like the story of Kamai and the samurai.
Yes. That's why. That's why I don't want you to be sad too.
Uh-oh.
Sad? What do you mean?
I'm sure the yokai have already told you of the story about Kamai befriending the samurai.
And then they got high? But right before one of them die? Ah!
But they don't actually know the entire story.
Oh no, what happened? What happened to that guy?
The samurai was about 25 years old when they met at the
Did he have to
festival.
say bye-bye?
They met again 10 years later.
My oh
and
my.
remained friends. They spent time together drinking, traveling, and sparring. When they had first met, they merely respected each other. But 10 years later, they became best
They're
friends.
best friends. We're best
After
friends!
another decade, the samurai had reached the pinnacle of his swordsmanship and won their duel by a narrow margin. Kamai was so astonished by his defeat, he gave up drinking and began training to become stronger for their next duel. However, another 10 years later, Kamai did not meet the samurai. As it turned out, war had broken out in the south, and the samurai had gone to defend the border. Kamai was unconcerned, because 10 years was nothing in a yokai's lifetime.
But that's
But when they
1/10
met
of a
once
human's
again,
life.
Kamai discovered that the samurai was already 65 years old.
He's old!
He couldn't believe his eyes when he saw the samurai's gray hair and scars covering his body.
Hey, old friend. Can you still wield the sword?
I'm getting too old to fight.
What's that, Senny?
This time, I've come to say goodbye.
You want some
I
grape
see.
juice?
Then, How about one last game of Akitsu Hazara?
It's like ping pong.
All right.
The samurai gave his best effort during the game, but had to quit halfway through because he was too weak. After putting down his Agoita, Kamai remained silent for a long time before letting out a long sigh.
What a shame.
Their friendship started as something they looked forward to, and in just a few decades it turned into regret. Lord Kamai's appearance hadn't changed, but his dear friend in front of him had grown old. The joys of friendship gradually gave way to the pain of regret. People often say that those outside the situation can see things more clearly, and I learned a harsh truth after witnessing all of it. Everything that people come to regret is inevitably set in motion from the beginning.
But it's not about the destination, it's about the friends you meet along the way.
We yokai are different from humans. We have longer lifespans and different natures, but we share the same world. We interact with one another. We are drawn to one another, and will eventually part ways. When the dream ends, all that is left are sorrowful memories and lingering pain. Even a wise and seasoned yokai like Kamai felt sadness when it was time to say goodbye. Imagine what a pure and kind little yokai would feel.
Oh no.
Oh.
So, you mean...
Oh, the little yokai is gonna be sad when we die?
I was hiding on this beach, waiting for the last of my days.
Oh.
But those 3 yokai came and set up the Akitsu Yugen here, which woke me from my slumber. I didn't want them to approach humans with unbridled optimism and enthusiasm just because they'd heard the legend of Kamai and the samurai. That would simply be repeating the same mistake.
Is that why you pretended to be a ghost? To scare all the people away from here? Oh, so you must be the one who trapped that guy on the beach. That was a little bit harsh, don't you think?
My power has become pretty weak now, and most of the time I just use some props I've collected to scare people. I can't show myself when there are a lot of people around. But that jerk was greedy. He wanted to steal the decorations from Akitsu Yugen and sell them for a profit. That's why I used my yokai power, to teach him a lesson.
Ah, so that's what happened. You have a strong sense of justice. By the way, how did you know the rest of the story about Kamai and the samurai?
She was the pedals that they used to play against each other. Or paddles.
It's okay if you don't want to tell us. I've already figured it out. Your true form is this pair of Hagoita, isn't it?
Oh, really?
Hagoita? Oh, wait! So that means she's...
The pair of Hagoita used by Kamai and the human samurai to play Akitsu Hazara hundreds of years ago. You gradually developed sentience after being influenced by great yokai power. You were the closest to witness their story. Even with the yokai power's blessing, the Hagoita have started to rot away after hundreds of years. You can't sustain yourself, so you were forced to rely on props to scare people. And if my theory is correct, this pair of Hagoita is also the item we need to find for the 3rd round of the test of courage.
What? No way. That means we win, right?
Excellent work. You figured it all out.
Ah, Yai Miko. I knew she was planning some shenanigans.
Congratulations, little ones. You've passed the 3rd round of the test of courage.
Miko? And the Shrine Maiden? Paimon thought you went missing.
I apologize for causing you concern. It was actually Lady Yai's idea. Well, what did you think? Were you scared? Because fear is induced by uncertainty, the more chaotic the situation, the better. Having the event staff also mysteriously vanish only added to the uncertainty. I must say, I think this test of courage truly lived up to its name.
So you're the one responsible for all the scary stuff.
Hitomi, go tell the others that the test of courage has ended and that we have a winner.
Now that I've solved the mystery, I'm going back to meet with my client. The intent to steal is not exactly a serious crime, but it can't go unpunished. I'll see you two later.
Okay, see ya, Heizou. Thanks for doing all the work and solving the mystery for us.
Nico, did you choose the Hagoita for the third round of the test of courage because you already knew about Chizuru?
Miko, Lady Yae, you're...
I followed Kitsune Saigu around the Mikawa Flower Festival one year and saw her play Akitsu Hazura. That was when I saw you. You didn't have a human form at the time and possessed only the earliest traces of sentience.
I remember now. You were on Kitsune Saigu's shoulder.
I went for a stroll on the beach some time ago and sensed a familiar yokai power. Though your power was weak, I was still able to find you. You were sitting in a tree, gazing at the tourists below. I overheard you telling yourself that you must be patient and avoid contact with humans.
Huh? When was that? I didn't notice you at all.
With your powers being so diminished, it was only natural that you didn't notice me. You must have been blaming yourself all this time. You knew Kamai and the samurai became friends as a result of Akitsu Hazura, a game connected to your existence.
At the time, I couldn't take on a human form like this. I had only a hazy sense of the outer world. After they first met at the Mikawa Flower Festival, I felt proud to know that I had left a mark on their story. But after they said their final goodbyes, I could often hear Kamai sighing to himself. I couldn't help but hide, because I blamed myself. When I woke up again, the world had changed. Lady Yae, you are a well-known yokai. You must know many more things than I do. So I have a question for you. People meet, become friends, and then go their separate ways. After such a short time, they leave only regret and sadness in their wake. Is it really worthwhile for us yokai to interact with humans?
Why not? Tell me, how did you feel when you played Akitsu Yugen with the Traveler?
I felt happy, but...
But your rationality told you that it was wrong, didn't it? It turns out that there is still another piece to the story of Kamai and the samurai that you are missing.
What do you mean? The samurai and Kamai never met again.
True, but the story doesn't end there. That samurai's name was Yanagibashi Takuto, who also happens to be the founder of the Soran Ishin art. It is believed that Takuto developed this style of swordsmanship while dueling with Kamai, who had also befriended the third-generation heir of the Soran Ishin art, Tominaga Masanari. 500 years ago, Kamai and Tominaga fought side by side until their final moments, and the sword Tominaga wielded was passed down from Yanagibashi. The regret Kamai once felt had finally been resolved.
Wait, what? Who's Tominaga again? I'm mixing all these names up.
Oh. I never knew.
We yokai are not like humans. Humans have too short a lifespan, and the day will inevitably come when we must say goodbye. However, the bond formed by friendship will not be broken, but rather carried on in a new form. There's no reason to be upset by this. Time flies by in an instant, and life passes by like a dream. So, you must be happy in the present. You should understand what I mean now.
Hey, compadres!
It's another yokai. And 3 other little yokais.
Itto, what are you doing here?
He told me everything. And I also heard that you won the last round.
Yeah, it was super easy.
I even know who the ghost lady is now. Anyway, I had a little discussion with the others, and, Hey, you're that fox lady. Why are you here?
Please just disregard my presence. Now, tell us what you discussed.
Ah, right. Alright, listen up. To celebrate the end of the Test of Courage event, we will be holding the Mikawa Flower Festival.
Oh, okay.
I gave it some real thought and realized that it might be kind of difficult for those little yokai to hold the festival on their own. But with my help, it won't be a problem. That's right. Arataki, the one and only Itto, will be in charge of organizing the best Mikawa Flower Festival anyone's ever seen.
Hooray for Itto! Oh.
Can we really trust this guy with the festival?
Yeah, he didn't really do a good job last time.
Hey, what you trying to say? Besides, it won't just be me. Other people will help too. Even my bro Ayato is gonna be there. Everyone's busy getting ready, and the festival will be up and running in no time. It won't be long until you can all join the fun.
You're the best, Itto!
He turns around and just walks away. Itto sets up the festival with the yokai and others.
And what would a festival be without me? I'll be sure to go have a look too. It has been some time since I've attended a festival. Fortunately, I brought sake with me.
Sake!
Paimon's gotta admit, Itto does have his moments. A festival, delicious food, count Paimon in!
Do you want to join us, Chizuru? Yes?
All right, I'll join. If you don't mind, that is.
Looks like the festival has started! Let's go check it out!
Check it out. Woo. Shoop. One of those things, please. And two of those other things. Thank you very much. Put it on Itto's bill.
Oh, no! I almost had it!
Oh, starting to get the hang of it, huh? Keep trying.
Oh, Yoimiya's here. What's the point of this? Oh, press with your balloons. Too bad it doesn't really... You don't really affect it. Hey, Yoimiya. How you doing?
Oh, no!
Starting to get the hang.
It's just they're talking to both of them. Oh, that's lame. As I go around this corner. A whole lot of nothing, it seems. This is a perfect makeout spot. No one can see us making out here. Be like, oh, Yaimiko. Oh, no one can see us making out here. Am I right, Yaimiko? Yaimiko's like, oh yeah, we should totally make out. And Lumine's like, oh, smooch, 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 smooch. And Yaimiko's like, oh, do you want to pet my ears? Lumine's like, oh, pet your ears. Let's not talk to them yet. Let's talk to these guys. Kappa.
I think I need to take a break.
Yeah, go sit down. There isn't a lot of sitting, aside from the seats on that restaurant, that food stand. It's Toma.
Oh, I sure bought a lot of stuff. I'll have to organize it all when I get back.
Oh, Toma seems to be having lots of fun. I'll have one of those dongos, please, and some onigiris. Oh, it's floating lavender melons. Oh, there's a little, like, archery game here. Hey, Yoko.
I want to become a great yokai, like the mighty Urakusai.
Urakusai sounds familiar. Is that the Yaimiko story? I think it's Yaimiko's story. He went, wait, maybe it's not Yaimiko's story. We, like, went to some place to, like, set up a... Was it a yokai celebration or something like that? And then, like, we had to look into a creepy mirror. And then, Yaimiko, like, hypnotizes us or something? I don't remember. But, like, another fox. Oh no, it's the was it an Archon quest? It had to do with like writing a manga or something, writing a light novel that um beat that's gonna beat like the light novel that has been using some like good luck ritual technique or something that's giving people good luck. And some guys like became like a really good swordsman somehow. Man, the way I'm explaining it, it's all like discontinuous parts of the story. It doesn't really make a lot of sense, but I guess that story kind of gathers up to a point where Yaimiko and Traveler goes to some domain where she uses, or Yaimiko uses Traveler's body to let Urokusai possess so that they can communicate. So then she can tell, or Yaimiko can tell Urakusai to gather all the yokai spirits for the celebration that's about to happen. Something like that. Anyways, let's continue.
Then I'll be able to help create a real Mikawa Flower Festival.
What, this isn't real enough? I guess there's not enough yokai around here, eh? Is there any more people? Mama, more people? Where's Kazuha? And Ayaker? And Ayato? I can speak to Goro specifically. Oh, never mind.
Itto and Goro! What are you two talking about?
Oh, I was just saying that if I had more time, I'd have built a massive fishing pond here.
Fishing? You know, when I lived on Watatsumi Island, I used to just dive into the sea and catch fish with my bare hands.
No, your dog paws. You don't have bare hands. You're not a bear, you're a dog person. You have dog paws. Actually, he has human hands.
Take it from an expert, using your hands to catch fish is nowhere near as fun as using a fishing rod. Just the other day, I caught a fish so big that I didn't even know how to handle it. I even wrote a letter to Yae Publishing House about it.
That's an unusual problem to have.
Huh? A big fish? How come you didn't tell us? Paimon could have helped you eat it.
Huh? You wrote a letter to Yae Publishing House?
Oh, you bet I did. I wrote to the That's Life column and asked Miss Hina for advice. She's so amazing. She got back to me really quickly, too.
So at this point, Arataki Itto still doesn't know the true identity of Miss Hina then?
Huh, what a coincidence. I do some part-time work there, and I recently received a similar letter.
Does Goro not know that? I thought he did know that Yaimiko is using like a pseudonym, like a fake person, to market his column, is it That's Life column, using the name Miss Hina and putting in like a cute a dog lady. It's supposed to be just like a gender-bended version of Goro.
You mean the letter was about dealing with a giant fish they caught? No. Could it be?
Lumine.
Could it be that there's someone as good at fishing as I am? Oh, not on my watch. Hey, you all go enjoy the festival. I'm gonna get out there and catch an even bigger fish. Just you wait. I'll be inviting you all to my fish feast.
Aw, the string snapped. I was so close. Yoimiya, this is more difficult than it looks. Can you really fish out these water balloons with a string?
Don't worry. Let me show you a little trick. Just remember that your hand has to be quick. Yo-Yo Tsuri! Paimon's seen this game in some light novels before.
I have no idea what this is.
Do you want to give it a shot? Close one eye, aim carefully, and fish it out quickly. Oh, it looks kinda tricky. Paimon will let the traveler try. You have to catch at least 3 water balloons since there's 3 of us.
Uh-oh.
But Yoimiya, if I close one eye, I won't be able to see anything.
Because he only has the one eye. Oh, what are we gonna do? We seem to be contemplating. Ooh.
This ramen is so good.
Hey, Sayu.
Yes, it feels like it's been ages since the last time I had some.
Hmm? You mean you don't get to eat ramen very often, Ayaka? But it's so delicious!
I guess ramen is technically like a peasant's food, right? It's like originally supposed to be like noodles and like any leftover food that is like available. To just throw it all into like a pot of like soup, and then that becomes ramen. It's not like any special catered dish or anything. It's just like whatever's around. Throw it into a pot of soup with some noodles, and that's like ramen.
Oh, it's you. We'll need 2 more bowls of ramen, please. Food like ramen and hot pot tend to have a lot of oil and salt, so I don't get to eat them very often.
But oil and salt is so good for you. You need oil to make hormones, and you need salt to move your muscles or something.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Yeah, now Paimon totally gets why Ayaka would put cake in the hot pot.
Huh?
Oh, please, no need to bring that up again.
Phew, I'm stuffed and feeling a little sleepy. I'm just gonna take a nap.
Silly Sayu.
By the way, were there any special stalls at yokai festivals in the past?
Yes, but... well, it's a long story.
Oh, we got nothing but time. We just finished the whole Archon quest. Nothing pressing is the matter right now.
Paimon can't believe you couldn't get a single water balloon. You've gotten rusty.
It was an accident.
Chizuru managed to finally get one and gave it to Hitotsume Kozo.
He looked like he really wanted it.
But Paimon wanted one too.
All right, then I'll catch one for you next time.
Yay!
But next time we'd be dead, just like in that story. Humans don't last that long. Especially
Come
us.
on now, this is way more expensive than usual. Even if it is a festival, you shouldn't hike up the prices this much.
Hey now, it costs money to run a stall. I need to raise my prices to help cover the expenses, you know?
Fair enough. How about 5 masks for 30% off? Final offer.
All right, all right.
5 masks? That's so many masks. It's a
Oh,
Kazua.
it's so hot. Feels like I'm being roasted here.
Don't stand too close.
Don't get too close.
That's what I was-
It's better to keep a few steps back.
I know. It's just so rare to see such a nice bonfire. I want to get as close as I can to enjoy it.
There are many beautiful things in the world. There's no need to be anxious. The festival has only just begun.
I was surprised that you didn't even tell your sister. It seems she was quite frightened, too.
It would have been uninteresting had I told her what was going to happen ahead of time. Besides, with her friends by her side, she wouldn't ever be too scared. Having a little fright is good to release any tension she might have accumulated lately.
That doesn't make sense at all. Like, more stress doesn't make you less stressful. Unless it does. I've just never tried it before.
Everything went according to plan. People started to panic as soon as they sensed that they had no idea what was happening. How amusing.
Yes, well done.
Hey, you two, stop laughing! It was scary!
Have you finished exploring the festival?
Just about.
Well then, are you having a good time?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's great!
It's great.
The original Mikawa Flower Festival was much more lively, but even if you could attend the original, you probably wouldn't be as happy as you are now. Because it's always more fun to enjoy a festival with friends, isn't it?
Yes. Thank you.
Well then, I'm guessing you have something you want to say to her alone. We'll leave you in peace.
What did you want to say to us?
Ah, you saw through me again. I can't help but feel you somehow know everything.
We can't see through you. We've already established you're not a ghost. Ha ha ha.
It's not that I know everything. It's just that I've been in your position before.
Revelations.
Traveler, do you have a moment? I'd like to talk to you. Alone on the beach.
Is this a nude beach? Ring! Meet Anyuda Chizu. Can I talk to these people?
Saying goodbye is also part of a festival.
Yes. Every celebration must come to an end.
Okay. Does she say the same thing?
I want to become a great, then I'll be a...
Yeah, she says the same thing. I'm guessing everyone else says the same thing, except for maybe him.
Are you enjoying yourself? How about we go eat together?
Oh. Who are we eating? I mean, what are we eating? Yeah, his dialogue doesn't change.
Oh, I sure bought a lot of stuff.
Even though he moved, his dialogue didn't change. I just noticed that the logo on this thing. Oh, only the camera won't suddenly shift behind it. It's the ferret guy and the samurai guy. They look like they're having a great time. Totally went the wrong way. I almost missed out on these two. They weren't here before.
One bowl of ramen shouldn't hurt, right?
Don't worry about it. I have 3 bowls of ramen. They're really good. Sayu, this is my Ayaka. Stop hogging her. Is she actually asleep? No, she's just like sitting there. They're adorable. She has her legs, they just dangle, they can't touch the ground. I guess even if like Ayaka's sitting there, her legs can't touch the ground either. But it's funnier when Sayu's legs are dangling like that. Alright. I don't know why I keep fooling her. Oh, we gotta walk somewhat far away, you know? What is this yokai gonna do to us? Oh, well, while we're all by ourselves so far away. They won't even be able to hear us scream.
Alright, here will do. Thank you for agreeing to come with me.
Don't mention it.
Actually, I was delighted when I first discovered that I could take on a human form. I was a yokai derived from a pair of Hagoita who came into being in the middle of a festival, so naturally I enjoyed the lively festival atmosphere. I wanted to go to more festivals, become friends with humans, and play Akitsu with them. But every evening, as night began to set in, I'd recall the bitter smile of the old samurai as he set down the Hagoita, and the lonely Kamai sighing as he drank his sake.
Sake!
Then I would wonder, if I became friends with a human, would that person experience the same melancholy in the future? As a result, I was convinced that I couldn't do it. I told myself I would not repeat that same mistake.
I understand what you mean.
I'm sorry that I spoke so strangely when we first met. I'm sure it must have scared you. I expected you to flee in terror. But when we met again, you acted like you had no trouble being around me.
Because we thought you were a yokai who were friends with those kids.
I knew you mistook me as one of the yokai. But instead of telling you the truth, I went and played Akitsu with you.
Well, why?
I'm not completely sure myself. Perhaps it's because I've always wanted to be like Kamai and play Akitsu with humans. Or perhaps it was because I knew I didn't have much time left, and I didn't want to be alone. Anyway, thank you for taking the time to play with me. ... When we played Akitsu Paimon said the loser would have to grant the winner a wish. At the time, I wished for us to never cross paths again. However, you still came and found me. Meaning, you never granted my wish. So, can I make another wish?
That'll be 160 Primo Gems, please. Of course, as long as I can fulfill it.
Let me think. I wish for you to remember me. No. I only have one wish, so I better make it count.
I'll always remember you. Memory erased.
Okay. Listen carefully. My wish is...
Because baby,
that every day of your journey ahead will be filled with joy, like a festival.
Wow, she disappeared. Because baby, you're a firework. Come on, let your colors burst. Make 'em go ah, ah, ah. As you shoot across the sky, boom, boom, boom. Even brighter than the moon, moon, moon. It's always been inside of you, you. And now it's time to let it through. Baby, 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 oh. So did she, like, die, or did she just revert back to her paddle form? The currents of life. Akitsu Kimodameshi. Act 4, Act 3. I got a bunch of stuff. What was the thing that I just got? I'm assuming it's a decoration. Can I filter this? No, this doesn't help. I don't know what I just got. How am I supposed to, Was it this thing? Kimodameshi Vivaciousness. Oh, it's that balloon thing that I was trampling over earlier. I think that was it. Let's pretend it is. Ah. Look how happy Itto is. So yeah, it opens this stuff up. Now I can do this stuff. Alright. I just hit the 1 hour mark. So this seems like the perfect time to end things. Oh. Is Sayu still sleeping? Look at Sayu. Oh, look at your little big head. I want to give you a big hug, Sayu.
I've grown taller. I'm so tall. Everyone else looks so tiny now.
Every year when the fireworks go off, I say to myself, another year has already passed.
Oh no.
As each year passes by, your life gradually approaches its end. But I don't think that's a bad thing. Like I always say, fireworks are for now, but friends are forever.
Forever young. Oh, yo, Mia. Will you be here for the next Mikawa Flower Festival? Well, that depends if a Hoyoverse decides to bring this thing back.
After hearing Chizuru describe the original Mikawa Flower Festival, I wanted to arrange another chance to talk with her about it. I didn't expect that would be our last conversation.
Oh. You seem to be eyeing those floating lavender melons, Ayaka. Is it true that you love melons as much as I do? We just, like, take a bite out of it while it's in midair. It'd be great if festivals like this are held every day. That would be very expensive, I would think. And I don't think anyone would have the time to constantly spend at festivals like this. I've been practicing for a really long time so that I'll actually scare people. I can finally take a break from that now.
Will you have some time in the next few days, Kazuha? I'd like you to work on a case with me.
Oh.
Oh, did you run into some trouble?
Our Emo boys are gonna be working together.
Not exactly. It's just an old case with almost no tangible leads. but I believe your attuned sense of nature might allow us to discover some new clues.
Sure. I can stay after the festival and we can go investigate together.
Great! Thank you.
Budding friendship. Bromance right here.
My pleasure. It's no trouble at all.
They're gonna share their Nemo visions and be like, oh my god, we have so much in common. What is your favorite food? What's that? Mine too. Kappa. Oh, the bonfires are put out. I love playing with humans.
Lifespans, partings, it really gets you thinking, doesn't it? But, I got nothing. Alls I know is I'll never regret meeting you.
How nice of you to say that.
It was, heartbreaking to learn of Chizuru's story.
Yeah, I actually don't know if she's dead or not at the moment. She just kind of disappeared.
To be honest, I experienced that same kind of sorrow when I'm on the battlefield. I don't know when I'll lose my comrades, so I try to appreciate every moment.
Okay.
Even though I knew my lord had most likely planned everything before the test of courage even began, I was still caught off guard.
Uh-huh.
But in retrospect, it was a lot of fun.
Oh, wow. The sales are rapidly increasing today. We're almost running out of stock. Aha! Very nice. And always treasure this water balloon. Or I'll always treasure this water balloon. I think that's everyone. Oh wait, no. No.
So, did you enjoy the test of courage?
Oh yeah, I don't know what was the significance of the umbrella I got.
Once I learned of the yokai's intentions to hold a festival, I wanted to spread the word and attract people to their event. However, it occurred to me that doing so might be overly ambitious. If we marketed the Mikawa Flower Festival from the get-go, people would have arrived with insatiably high expectations. So I decided on using the test of courage's notoriety to attract visitors, and left the rest to the yokai. I had an inkling that their presence would spice up the event.
Yeah, this sword. Do you know what's up with this sword? What does this have anything to do with yokai? I guess this thing is supposed to be a yokai on its own.
When Ayato approached me about holding the Test of Courage event, it dawned on me that this would be the perfect opportunity to help Chizuru face her problem. Kamai and the samurai's parting was one of the first things she experienced when she was partially sentient and didn't have her human form yet. This was a very traumatic experience for her, and she could never come to grips with it by reasoning alone. The best option for her was to directly interact with humans. There's no need to feel sad. I believe she was content when she left us.
Very nice. I think that's all of them now. I think so. Yay! Yeah. So yeah, that was a cool little conclusion. Sweet little story in the end. It kind of fizzled out though, in my opinion. It was getting like pretty hype with the mystery and stuff, and all of a sudden it's like, oh, it's just this little yokai person who had a little misunderstanding with how life works, and yeah, she learned her lesson. But is she dead? I don't know. That part wasn't that clear. But yeah, I guess that's all everybody for today. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I don't know. I finally caught up with all this content up to the 3.3 stuff, so I don't know what I'll be doing next. It could be an event, it could be maybe the next story that comes up next, whatever it is. Or maybe I should take this opportunity to like try out another game, since I keep saying that and I never go through with it. Try out either like Batman or go back to Halo or Guild Wars 2, or try Tomb Raider. I have all these games in my Steam library that it's just sitting there and I just never play them. And I thought maybe if I record myself play them, it'll at least give me like a good excuse to try them out or something. I don't know. But yeah, hope to see you in the next one. Goodbye.